Mwah.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Goodbye, my son. Oh, I love you too. Mwah.
Okay, so I'm gonna film kind of a chit chat, get ready with me, and kind of show you my everyday makeup, give you tips, and also just chat. So let's just get on into it. Let's not use L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I've been really liking this foundation. Anyways, while I'm blending this in, I'll tell you guys a story. So I don't know if you saw yesterday's vlog, but I was on the couch with the baby and the baby was sleeping and I was like so thirsty. I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm so thirsty. Well, I managed to wriggle myself out from next to him without him waking up. And so I'm like, okay, so I go to the fridge and I have these sports drinks that I drink and they're very thirst quenching and they also like up my milk supply. And I saw one in the fridge and I'm like, oh, I thought I had drank all these, but I didn't think anything of it. And so I just start chugging and it tasted so gross. And I'm like, what the heck? And so I open the bottle and I look in there and there's mold in there. David had found it somewhere, I can't remember where. And so he just thought, oh, I'll just put this back in the fridge for her. Well, apparently it was not good. So I almost barfed, but luckily I didn't. But a tip for you really fast, make sure that you get underneath here, ladies. Do you know how many times I see people with that demarcation line? Bad. He already had his bottle. He had his first bottle for the day. I breastfeed and I also supplement with formula. And at first, me and David kind of felt bad about that decision. But really? But then I realized that, first of all, fed is fed. No, I told you guys, told you. Eugenics make to freeze breast milk, so when he has to be babysat by whoever, he has breast milk to drink instead of just formula all the time. It makes it so we can go out and it's easier. It's not that I don't feel comfortable breastfeeding him while I'm out, I just feel like I don't have time. Like, maybe if we're eating, like we're out at a restaurant for lunch, I could breastfeed him with a little cover over it. But for the most part, when he needs to eat, we're like in the middle of Target, you know? And so I just, yeah, I feed him on the go and I feed him formula because it's easier. And then when we're home, I breastfeed him. So I feed him formula. He wakes up with breast milk because usually he'll wake up in the middle of the night, I'll put the boob in his mouth, and then we'll sleep some more. And every time he wakes up, I just put my boob in his mouth and he drinks for a little bit and then he falls asleep. So technically right when he wakes up, he has breast milk. But when he wakes up for the day, I give him a bottle because it keeps him full. That's another good thing, is it keeps him fuller for longer. Sorry, no, I forgot to tell you what it was. Tarte Shape Tape, this is what it looks like. I'm gonna use this Chanel bronzer. It is gorgeous. Like, I recommend it to everybody, no matter what your age, whatever your skin type. I recommend it. So I'm just putting it on the sponge like this, and then I'm going to pat it like that to kind of bronze my face. And I really make sure to really get it in the hairline, because I don't want it to look like I have bronzer on. I want it to look like I just happen to be tan. Alright, so now we're gonna powder. This is the Coty Airspun powder. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna get some into the lid, like kind of a lot. And by kind of a lot, I mean a lot. That much. I don't know if you saw that. Then you're gonna get your wet sponge, okay? And this is how your makeup is gonna stay all day long. Okay, so you're gonna get your sponge, and it's damp, okay? Wet your sponge. Those of you not wetting your beauty sponge and you keep watching these beauty videos and you're like, why is the sponge sucking? It's because it's not damp. You need to get it damp several times, wring it out. Anyways, gonna get this powder and dip my sponge in it. So it's coated like this. And then I'm going to this and press it on my face. So I just grab some and I press it into the skin, which will not make it stay as long as baking it, but it does a pretty good job. I'm also gonna get the eyelids. Don't ever forget about those. Okay, so I just do the T-zone. So then I'm gonna tap the excess back into the container, and this is all that's left in the lid here. My powder brush is from Morphe. Just gonna swirl, swirl, tap, tap, and tap to set the rest of my face. So those of you girls from the 2000s, I know you're still doing this, going, rah! Wrong. Pat. Okay, pat. And then, once you know that there's no wet spots anymore, then you can kind of lightly swirl so there's no excess powder. I'm gonna get this fluffy brush and go into this bronzer. It's by Tarte. It's Park Avenue Princess. Another expensive bronzer. And I'm gonna just contour. You see that? Kind of get the chin. Kind of the nose. You need to be doing something so that your face will look three-dimensional again. I'm actually going to take this down the neck because I am so pale that the lightest shade of foundation does not match me. Anyways, going to take this blush by Becca Cosmetics called Songbird. Okay, this is what it looks like. Are you gonna be okay back there? Taking a Morphe brush again and applying this. I like kind of go blush crazy. You don't have to do this, but the apples of my cheeks and all the way up here. I love it. I'm gonna highlight, and this is the Fenty highlighter, Rihanna's highlighter. And there's two sides. I'm gonna take this side, which is the less shimmery side. I'm gonna take this brush. Uh-oh. We're melting down and I'm not even close. Anyways, I'm gonna apply it all over this cheek area, even up into here. Up into here, up into here. Hold on. Okay, we have a guest now. So I'm taking that other shade that was in there, that second really shiny shade, trying to get it on the brush here with my hand. And I'm just gonna put that on the high points of my cheekbones. Ooh, girl! So, now we're gonna do a quick eyeshadow look. I'm getting the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. That shade right there, with that I hit pan on. I use it often. Gonna get that shade. Tap off the excess. And I'm just going to get it's a kind of a fluffy brush. You see that? Kind of fluffy. And I'm going to windshield wiper motions, okay, into the crease. And then once I do that, I'm going to swirl motions, circular motions, to kind of buff it out so I don't have any harsh lines. Start with a light shade like I just showed you, into the crease. Circular motion, circular motion. Then find a shade one step darker than that, so then go into the crease again. Okay, so I'm going to take one more darker shade, this one, very lightly, and I'm going to put it in the outer corner here, and blend it inward. And you can use the same brush for all of this stuff, so I don't want to hear the excuse, I just don't have brushes. This same fluffy brush can do this entire eye, okay? I think I'm gonna get this shade here. Can I show it to you on my finger there? Kind of a tan shade, and I'm going to apply it to my eyelid with my finger. There's no better tools than your hands sometimes. So that's my completed eyeshadow. That's it. Looks good. And then if I get anything on myself, like if the eyeshadow falls onto my face, I just get my highlighter brush and I whisk it away. It's brow time. And I'm gonna get a spoolie and brush out these brows. Simeon's grandma, she has the most beautiful eyebrows I've ever seen. I wish I had them. They're perfectly shaped. And it looks like she has them filled in, but I know that she doesn't fill them in because David has the same eyebrows as she does. They're so thick and full, and they're like she naturally has a good shape. And I'm gonna start at the bottom and kind of create a line. This will be my guide. So can you see the line there? And that's the guide that I want to stick to. And then I'm going to do a line on the top. Now make sure you stop your lines like here, because I have seen girls who do a line at the bottom, line at the top, and then they fill it in, and then they just have these two lines like an equal sign on their eyebrow. And it's like you need to blend that in. Otherwise, people are like, she fills in her eyebrows. So, don't be one of those people. Make sure that you blend in your eyebrow. Don't be drawing your eyebrows up here. And just as a guide for you, super fast. So your eyebrow should start straight up from your nose. So right here. Then it should extend to from your nose to the corner of your eye to there. You see how mine does that? That can just be a general guide. Now, see, he's getting fussy here now too. Hi, bunny. You gotta be nice. You gotta be nice for mommy. Okay, what do we think? They look pretty good, I would say. Okay, hold on, I'll be back. Okay, so we're upstairs and my makeup's not finished, but the baby was screaming his head off. And as Elle Woods would say, Don't fight the fabric, change it. So he's screaming his head off. Well, that's fine. I can take a pause on my makeup and go upstairs and do my hair. And put him in the carrier because he loves that. And he'll probably end up falling asleep. And then hopefully I can take him out of this carrier and like put him in a swing or in his... Alright, we're good. Okay, so I'm just gonna get my straightener and I'm gonna go straight down my hairline here. Like so. I might take a little bit off the end there. And I'm just going to kind of curl my hair. It seems like it would take forever, but look at me go. I'm gonna speed this up though, but you'll see how fast it goes. What do y'all think? I think it looks so pretty. It really like brightens my eyes, makes them look really blue. But still got the kid here. I'm gonna clean up this kind of mess going on. It's not super bad since I did do a deep clean recently.
Wait, of me?
Yeah.
No! Look at that baby booty.
My finger was... No, she's just comfy.
Oh. Oh no!
Hey. Yawn. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You been lazy bum.
It's like, why wake up?
You been a lazy bum. Hello. Over here.
Okay, so super quick. We're leaving for David's little birthday dinner at his grandparents' house. I just wanted to show you my outfit. So, whew, I'm out of breath. I have this shirt from Kohl's. This leather jacket was actually David's mom's and she gave it to me. These leggings from Maurice's and they have little holes down the side. And these boots from Fred Meyer. So, this is my completed outfit. I feel like I am looking like a hot mom today. Woo! We went to his grandparents' house. We had Mexican pizza, which is so good. Which, if you don't know what that is, it's just like a pizza crust with refried beans and cheese and, you know, taco meat. And then you can put whatever you want on there. Avocado, sour cream, guacamole, you know, salsa, the whole 9 yards. You're okay, baby. He's okay. Sorry, gotta walk around, so it might get dark. He was calm a second ago, and then I started talking, and then he got all freaky deaky. But today's video is going to be a long one, and I apologize, but I wanted to show you guys kind of tips and tricks for makeup, because I get so many questions, like from my friends and family in real life, about how to do makeup. How do you make your makeup look so smooth, you know? Like, how does your makeup look so good? So I wanted to do a video of tips and tricks. So it might be long, but you don't have to watch it. I need to wash my face, brush my teeth, and go to bed. But this is the first video that I have makeup on in, which is crazy to me because most of the time I do wear makeup. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.